Leeds United decision vindicated as next move plotted and Raphinha says farewell. Sections of the Leeds United crowd chanted in the direction of the director's box in the final game at Elland Road, making it known that, from here on out, the season's outcome was down to chairman Andrea Radrizzani. Leeds were losing 1-0 to Brighton with relegation staring them in the face. Radrizzani, "This is on you," was sang by some. Well, if that is the case, then the man who led the promotion charge is also the man who keeps the Yorkshire side afloat, ensuring a third year of top-flight football. Marcelo Bielsa for many symbolized God at Elland Road, but more and more were beginning to believe that even good things come to an end. A 4-0 defeat to Tottenham in February proved the final straw, with defensive frailties failing to be addressed, and the Argentine was axed, replaced by American Jesse Marsch. Radrizzani's action was always going to be divisive, and he said, "This has been the toughest decision I have had to make during my tenure at Leeds United, taking into account all the success Marcelo has had at the club. However, I have to act in the best interest of the club, and I believe a change is required now in order to secure our Premier League status. Those from the United States haven't mixed well with the Premier League, just ask Bob Bradley." But the former RB Leipzig boss picked up 15 points from his 12 games, including 3 on the final day, to overcome the threat of relegation. The away fans chanted his name at Brentford, but the 48-year-old wasn't interested. A matter of months is no time to implement a blueprint, especially when points were always going to come before performances. Bielsa's Leeds captured the imagination, and, for many in Yorkshire, following him was like seeing someone come after Johan Cruyff and Barcelona or Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United. There's so much that's been said about Marcelo Bielsa versus me, and then there's things that are said that counted us out. What are the tactics, and what is this? I get it, this is high-level stuff. It is not a perfect representation of what I want this team to be, but in the situation we came together really well. I appreciate the fans saying my name, but that's not important to me. The group is the most important thing. We are Leeds United. We're not me, or Calvin Phillips or Liam Cooper. Every team has excuses, and they all think theirs carry more weight than their rivals. But for Leeds the list is a compelling one. Calvin Phillips was only fit enough to play half the games. Patrick Bamford, scorer of 17 goals last term, only made 9 appearances as injury held him back. Arguably Leeds' 2 most influential figures last term missed huge chunks of the season. That left Brazilian Raphinha to pick up the mantle for much of the campaign, often being the team's go-to man. The winger scored 11 times as the Whites remained in the Premier League. For much of the season he's been linked with the exit door amid plenty of contract talk. Bayern Munich and Barcelona are among those interested in the player, who found himself immersed in the away end after full time on the final day. He then proceeded to walk the length of the pitch on his knees. Whatever the reasoning, the majority at Elland Road are anticipating his exit. Marsch aimed to inspire his side by showing them their last gasp strikes this term. It won't have been a short video. Leeds have continued to go up until the 90th minute and beyond. Whether it be winners against Norwich City and Crystal Palace, or much-needed points against Brighton and Brentford. Across the course of the season the Whites scored 7 times after the 90 minutes were up, and that attitude is a huge reason they remain a top-flight outing. Their coach said after survival had been secured, "I told you guys before the game that you're the best group I've worked with, the commitment you showed to each other. Then we showed the video of these last-minute goals, a group that shows belief, that never says quit, that runs for each other, that does everything we can. That is what got us here." Leeds skipper Liam Cooper confessed that survival was not the remit this year, but with the challenges they faced simply staying in the league became a priority. The Whites have fought off the second season syndrome fear and must now invest as Marsch looks to shape the team in his image. Radrizzani penned a message to the club's fans, declaring, "As a board we will work hard with Jesse Marsch this summer to improve the squad and find a way to deliver the kind of performances you all deserve. We believe that with time and a full pre-season, Jesse will be the man to take this club forward."